Hey guys, Michaela Vernava here on Radio Row, presented by Mimecast, and I'm joined by former NFL All-Pro offensive lineman Kyle Turley. Kyle, sorry.
Thank you for
All-Pro offensive lineman Kyle Turley. Kyle, thank you for talking with us today.
Thank you. Good to be with you.
Now, as a former offensive lineman, with the way this Patriots offensive line is playing, how are they getting it done, being able to protect Tom Brady the way that they have been in this postseason?
Oh, as they always do. I mean, Bill Belichick, as any of the other positions do. Bill Belichick, he hires the best coaches. They put the best game plans together. But they got a big challenge ahead of them with the Rams, so I'm looking forward to that.
With an old man like Tom Brady behind them and having the responsibility of having to protect him, what is that like for an offensive lineman? Can you imagine protecting Tom Brady?
Oh, I skipped the opportunity myself. At the end of my career, the Patriots wanted to make me one of their retreads, as they do with us old guys. And unfortunately, I said, I'm not coming back another year. And so I missed that opportunity. I would have loved to have that opportunity to play for Tom Brady. You know, as a lineman, you love to play for these quarterbacks that seem to be guys that take care of their guys. You know, the linemen are not the ones who get praised. We get the penalties and get yelled at for jumping off sides because we screwed up Tom Brady's throw and his catch, and guys like him, though, have always backed the line, and they know that this game doesn't exist without us. The people don't want to see 7-on-7 football.
Absolutely, and he does express his appreciation of his offensive linemen.
Always.
Also always buys them Uggs for Christmas.
Yeah.
I think other things for his offensive line, buys the whole team.
He's a great
Uggs,
captain.
Actually.
That's right.
What is your prediction for this game on Sunday? Who do you think is
well,
going to win?
I got my Rams. I grew up a Rams fan, had the opportunity to play for the Rams. The Saints shipped me up there to play for St. Louis, but I grew up a Rams fan as a little kid. My mom's from Southern California. I grew up there. And all my uncles, I have a picture of me in a football helmet with a Rams logo when I was a little kid, in the same stance as I made the cover of Sports Illustrated in my heyday in a Rams uniform. So I'm really excited about this game. I'm excited about the opportunity the Rams have to get the Patriots back, because that was what kicked off the dynasty, was them beating the Rams.
It will be a cool thing to watch. It's 17 years to the day since that Super Bowl.
Yep, exactly.
It'll be fun to watch.
I know. Can you believe it? Tom Brady's still here.
I know. Since your retirement from the NFL, you have been doing, how did you get into music? I'm curious.
I was always a musician. I always carried music everywhere, even on the Hard Knocks episodes back with the Chiefs. People can see that if they go back that far in the archives. I'm an old man now. But music's always been a part of my life. I just picked up a guitar when I was a young kid, and it's just a great release. It's very therapeutic, and then you're able to. I'm not a book writer, and so I can write songs, and and I love heavy metal, so I play drums, and I just love the ability that we have as humans to do so many other things that are outside of our bodies that can become something, and from art to music, I do everything I can.
Very cool. An athlete and a musician, multi-talented.
Yes.
Very impressive. What are you doing here in Atlanta this week?
Just a lot of media and press and getting the word out. Mainly my charge is here to promote this plant called cannabis. It's a big controversial topic, and people need to understand the opportunities in health and wellness and what it is doing, especially for our community in football. There are neuroprotective capabilities in cannabis that can stop these severe neurological issues going on. I experienced that personally, and that it has stopped me from having vertigo episodes. I had seizures that were starting to happen. A lot of this depression and all these things that you see with our community as we get older, which stems from this brain disease that's inherent in this sport. And we have to accept that and understand, though, that there's something out there to help this. We're too over-medicated on opiates, and people are dying every day. And our community is one of the most prescribed communities in the world because of all these injuries that we get playing this game. And my charge is to continue to tell people again the message of that cannabis saved my life, and how it can save football and help our sport and get people's lives back, because I'm here today because of it.
As you said, it can be a controversial topic. So for the misunderstanding that's out there, how can you explain? You've already listed some examples of how it's helped you, but maybe a moment where nothing else would have been able to do what cannabis did for you.
Well, when you're trying everything else and you're going to all these doctors and they're giving you all these other things, and these things don't work, and they drive you into a further hole where you really start thinking of very bad things and not really enjoying this life, not wanting to live this life. This is a very real thing, not just in our football community, but around the country that we suffer from. Mental illness is one of the biggest problems we have, and that was my main issue, and this has resolved that unbelievably to where I can stand here and say it saved my life. I was, a lost soul until I was found, and that was through, accepting that I'm just a man and that there's something else out there that can help me, but these men are creating these poisons that are killing me, and I know it, and this plant I've been hearing about has to be exposed, and I tried this and it worked, and so because of that I have to tell everybody, and all the guys, the proof is in all the other people, and you can interview everybody around here, and there's going to be a great statistic of how many guys will tell you they're using CBD, which is a non-euphoric, no THC, the opportunity without the high in cannabis to experience health and wellness, and I intend to expose that further and more.
That's fantastic. Thank you for explaining all of that, Kyle, and thanks for talking with us today.
That's a long discussion, but I appreciate it and the opportunity, and go Rams.